Narendra Modi and the China Xi Jinping met on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Summit that is being held in the China, at which the two and the Russia's Vladimir Putin discussed the global trade and the geopolitical challenges arising from the United States tariff. United States President Donald Trump also grumpily doubled down in defense of his 50% tariff on India. Mr. Trump once again cited what he called his country's one-sided relationship with India and its continued purchase of the Russian oil and the military equipment for the high import duties. And as the Indian and the American trade officials scrambled to resolve the tariff problem, he also served up a warning declaring Delhi had offered to cut import duties. There, however, is no talk of any such move by the Indian government, but that concessions might be too late. In a post on the Truth Social platform, Mr. Donald Trump complained that few people understand that India-United States trade as he does and said they do a tremendous amount of business with us. They sell us massive amount of goods, but we sell them very little. Until now, a totally one-sided relationship. He also doubled down on the criticism of the India as a tariff abuser, a claim that he made last year while campaigning, and said our business are unable to sell to India. Also, the American president has been particularly put off by the India refusing to open price sensitive agriculture and dairy markets. Also, India buys most of its oil and military products from Russia, very little from the United States. They have now offered to cut their tariffs to nothing, but it's getting late. They should have done so years ago. Just some simple facts for people to ponder, he declared ominously. Mr. Donald Trump post comes after the scene of the bonhomie from the Tianjin in the China where the SCO summit is being held. The Prime Minister Modi, Xi Jinping and the Vladimir Putin reportedly had several productive meetings, and pictures of the broad smiles and handshakes being shared that have been seen as a strong message to the United States that the SCO will stand together against the tariffs. India and China in particular have seen a remarkable thawing of relations since the Donald Trump's taxes spree, with Beijing sending Foreign Minister Wang Yi to Delhi last month for the first time in 3 years. More significantly, Mr. Modi's visit to China is his first in 7 years. Improved India-China ties also include talk of mutually beneficial trade agreements to offset the impact of the Donald Trump's tariffs. Individually, the two Asian giants are among the biggest markets in the world, and loosening of the export barriers between them will provide a big boost to the trade. The United States has imposed a minimum of 50% tariff on a swath of Indian imports. This includes 25% penalty for buying the Russian oil and arms. The Indian government has called the tariff as unjustified, unreasonable and unfair, defending the decision to buy the discounted Russian crude by pointing to the Western countries also continuing to buy from Moscow and that it will not back down in its quest to protect the country's farmer. Also, the 50% tariff, which came into effect last week, is expected to impact around $48 billion in Indian goods shipped to the United States, including precious gems, textile and shrimp.